12th Biobotany, Chapter 5 Plant Tissue Culture. In this part, we are going to discuss about the types of plant tissue culture. The types of plant tissue culture are categorized based on the nature of the explant used. Organ culture, here organs are cultured. Meristem culture, meristematic tissue is cultured. Meristematic tissue is used as explant. Protoplast culture, a plant cell without cell wall is called as protoplast. The protoplast is cultured in culture medium. Cell culture, individual cells are cultured in a culture medium. This is also called as cell suspension culture. What is organ culture? The organs of plants such as embryos, anthers, ovaries, roots, shoot or other organs of plants are cultured on culture media. Parts of an organ or whole organ can be cultured in artificial condition. This is organ culture. Meristem culture, meristematic tissue is used as explant, that is cultured in a culture medium. What are meristems? Meristematic tissue is made up of young cells. They divide continuously and produce new cells. The tip of the plant has apical meristem. Here apical meristem is there. The older leaves are first removed from the twig of a plant. Older leaves are removed from the cutting of carnation plant. Older leaves are removed from the twig of carnation plant. Now older leaves have been removed. This is tip of the plant. If we see the enlarged view, we can understand the growing tip. This is shoot tip containing apical meristem. This is enlarged view of shoot tip. We have already removed the older leaves. These two are younger leaves. If we remove the younger leaves, we can clearly see the growing tip. So this is shoot tip with growing tip. This growing tip is used as explant. The growing tip is cultured in a culture medium. So growing tip is removed. This is culture vessel. At the bottom of the vessel, culture medium is there. Above that, a paper wick is kept. The paper wick draws nutrients upwards. Above the paper wick, the tip of the shoot is placed for culturing. Now the shoot tip is kept above the paper wick. The paper wick draws nutrients upwards. Here cells start dividing. It is already meristem. It will produce new cells and the cells form a callus. The callus is regenerated to produce organs, root, shoot, to produce plantlets. So what is the advantage of this kind of meristem culture? Meristem culture is used for the elimination of viruses and related pathogens from vegetatively propagated plants. Plants like banana and potatoes are propagated by this method. They are viral free. It is the main method used in plant virus elimination programs. Viral free plantlets are produced under artificial condition by using the shoot apical meristem. What are protoplasts? What is a protoplast? Already we discussed in the first video of this lesson. When we remove cell wall from a plant cell, the remaining part is protoplast. Protoplasts are cells without a cell wall but bounded by cell membrane or plasma membrane. The protoplasts are totipotent. After the removal of the cell wall also, the protoplast is capable of differentiating into a whole plant. So protoplasts are differentiated into whole plants. When protoplasts of two different species are combined, the resulting plant is somatic hybrid. Normally, in traditional method, a hybrid between potato and tomato is impossible, but here the protoplast of potato and tomato can be combined together, fused together to form somatic hybrids. The first step in this protoplast culture is isolation of protoplast. Usually protoplasts are isolated from leaves. For somatic hybridization, the protoplasts are isolated from two different variety or two different species of plants. The second stage is fusion of the protoplast and a hybrid cell. Now let us see how the protoplast is isolated. A leaf is sterilized. After sterilization, the epidermis is peeled off. Epidermis is a single layer of cells found on the surface. The surface epidermal cells are peeled off. Here epidermal cells are peeled off. The peeled off segments are kept in enzyme mixture. The enzymes remove the cell wall. What are the enzymes are found in? 0.5% macrozyme and 2% cellulase. These enzymes are dissolved in 13% sorbitol or mannitol. pH maintained is 5.4 and the incubation duration is overnight, 1 night incubation, and the incubation temperature is 25 degrees Celsius. And within 1 night the chemicals remove the cell wall and we will get protoplast. The cell wall is digested by the enzymes, but there will be a mixture of protoplast and cell wall debris. We will get a mixture of cell debris and protoplast. After isolation, the protoplast is kept in a sucrose solution. Then only protoplast will survive. Then the debris are removed from the protoplast by centrifuge. The removed protoplast are isolated. Now they are isolated protoplast. The second stage is fusion of protoplast. Under the heading fusion of protoplast, let us discuss about how the somatic hybrids are produced. For the production of somatic hybrid cells, protoplasts are isolated from the cells of two different species. This is species A, this is B. Here protoplasts are isolated. Now there is no cell wall. The next stage is fusion. Fusion is helped by or induced by chemicals. Isolated protoplasts are incubated in 25 to 30% concentration of PEG, that is polyethylene glycol. The polyethylene glycol acts as fusogenic agent. It causes fusion of protoplast with the presence of calcium ions. Protoplast fusion takes place, that will be followed by the fusion of the nuclei. Nuclei fusion. Then the protoplast after the fusion of nuclei is incubated in MS medium with light intensity 1000 to 2000 lux. Temperature is maintained at 25 degrees Celsius. In 24 to 48 hours the cell wall will regrow. Cell wall regrowth takes place in 24 to 48 hours, and in 2 to 7 days the cells start dividing and form clumps of cells. From the cells again the cells divide again and produce callus. The callus is unorganized mass. It is a undifferentiated tissues. The callus is stimulated to differentiate into root and shoot to produce plantlets. In this way hybrid plants are produced. It has a characteristic feature of two different species. When we fuse the protoplast with the cytoplast. When we remove the nucleus of the protoplast, that is cytoplast. When we combine this cytoplast and protoplast, the resulting one is called a hybrid. Fusion of two protoplasts produces hybrid. Protoplast fuses with cytoplast to produce hybrid. Cell suspension culture is called as plant cell culture. The growing of single cells or small aggregates of cells in liquid medium is known as cell suspension culture. Cell suspensions are free cells suspended in a liquid medium. So liquid medium is used for cell suspension culture. How to prepare cell suspension? We have to remove cells from the callus to get cell suspension. A portion of callus is transferred to the liquid medium and agitated using rotary shaker instrument. Electric shaker agitates, so when the callus divides and produce new cells, the new cells will become the suspended. New cells will be free because the callus is kept in electric shaker. So from the callus, cells are isolated. These cells are used for suspension culture. The cells are separated from the callus tissue and used for cell suspension culture. The cells are again cultured in nutrient medium. The cells are isolated from callus by electric shaker. Then these cells are used for cell suspension culture. What is the significance of cell suspension culture? There are a lot of purposes it is used to study the properties of cell, functioning of cell, but here commercially important aspect is discussed. Cell suspension culture can be used for the production of secondary metabolites. Primary metabolites are necessary for the survival and growth of the plant. Photosynthesis, respiration and growth depends on primary metabolites. Secondary metabolites do not play any direct role in the growth and development of the plants. But the secondary metabolites are commercially important products of plant metabolism. Secondary metabolites are chemical compounds that are not required by the plants for normal growth and development. Alkaloids, flavonoids, terpenoids, phenolic compounds and recombinant proteins are secondary metabolites. All are commercially important products. Let us see the list of some other secondary metabolites. Digoxin, codeine, capsaicin, vincristine, quinine. Quinine is a well-known one. It is an anti-malarial drug obtained from Cinchona officinalis. Vincristine is obtained from Catharanthus roseus. It has anti-cancerous property. So these are very important secondary metabolites used in the treatment purpose. In this part, we have already discussed about organ culture, meristem culture, protoplast culture and cell culture. Cell culture is mainly used to produce secondary metabolites. Protoplast culture is used to produce hybrids, somatic hybrids of two somatic cells, two body cells. Meristem culture is used to produce disease-free plants, and organ culture is used to produce organs. In the next part, we are going to discuss about plant regeneration pathway.